Great. Happy Fun Friday.
Happy Fun Friday,
Happy Fun
everybody.
Friday, everyone.
Oh, Lois, you look lovely.
Oh, thank you. I'm at the beach. I'm falling.
Beach.
I'm
Oh
at the
my
beach.
gosh.
I love your hat, Joachim. Nice. Nice
Yeah,
butterfly.
and this butterfly is very special because it made a very long journey from America to Germany.
Oh, that's
Wow.
so sweet.
Thank you, Adria.
Oh, that is
Ah,
so great. That is so great. And Miss Nancy, it's Friday.
Nancy.
I remembered yesterday, but I forgot 10 minutes ago.
That's okay. That's okay.
Oh, Sue is here. Look at Sue.
And
Nice.
you. And what are you? You look like an Indian.
Just me.
Just you.
Just me. This is my, isn't this a great little item?
It's lovely. What is it? A hanger?
It's
For massage.
It's a fascia blaster.
A fashion blaster.
Ah,
Oh my
Ah.
gosh.
fascia blaster.
Oh,
These
that-
are this is my armband.
oh, I love it.
I like
I love it.
On the fly.
Friday, everybody.
right on the fly.
You look great, RD.
Oh, thank you. Actually,
Are
these,
those
I
your
love
red
that.
envelopes?
Red envelopes.
oh, those are great. I love those red glasses.
I have to put them up to
Hi
see.
I know.
I know the feeling.
What are you doing, Adria? Playing
Oh,
Indian
look at you.
poker?
I'm playing poker, Heather. I need you to help me make a full house here.
No, that's called Indian poker.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it?
Everyone puts one card on their head and then you bet.
Oh, it's like a big
Ah.
Oh.
I love it.
Oh, this is so great. And
Ah.
actually,
my last sucking candy.
oh my God.
Be a
Oh.
year to go through these.
Well, I'm wearing these red envelopes, which actually came from Ann Beth.
Oh, how cute.
And this is in honor for this weekend's Feng Shui Summit.
Yes.
Oh,
Awesome.
yes.
Yay.
I'm very excited.
I'm excited too.
So,
Lois.
happy Fun Friday. And so the cosmic question for today is, what was your favorite vacation?
Ooh.
How is
There's
that
a
for
lot
a
of them.
cosmic question? What was your favorite vacation? And why was it so special? Oh, look, everybody's really thinking.
Stumped me. I thought you were going to have a different question.
Miss Lois, you're raising your hand.
Well, my favorite vacation was a summer in Mexico when my big surprise was RD and Heather were going to be there. And we had such a blast together. And when I saw Adria with the card on her head, I'm thinking flop, river.
Oh,
Heather was our poker champion. And just all the wonderful things, the turtles birthing in the middle of the night. And
oh my gosh, that was a great vacation.
so that to me was my best vacation ever.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's
fun.
sweet.
Anybody else have a favorite vacation? Miss Sue.
I have to say, one of my favorite vacations was my honeymoon.
Oh,
We went to Europe for 3.5 weeks in the fall, a number of weeks after we got married. And we started in Amsterdam. We had Eurail passes. We started in Amsterdam and worked our way until we got to Rome. And that's where we flew home from. So we ended up going to Switzerland and France and Italy and Holland.
oh my
And
gosh.
it was It was great. I mean, it was a lot for 3.5 weeks, but you know, we were newly married and very adventurous, and we just had a great time.
Ah, sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody else? Miss Linda, what was your favorite vacation?
My favorite vacation was going to Napa the very first time. That was in 2013. Um, I almost didn't get to go because I didn't have a roommate and I was going cross country and I knew nobody except for Brian Culbertson and maybe 2 or 3 people on Facebook. And the people who were going to be going there, they were going to go to Florida. So long story short, he connected me with a friend of his, a fan of his. And it's like, she's my West Coast twin. We are so much alike. If we finished each other's sentences, so she roomed with me, got a nice, reasonable room. It was last minute, literally like the midnight hour. I almost have to stay in a hotel that was going to be like $2,000 by myself. And I couldn't justify doing that. Honestly, I just couldn't do it. But I came back with a whole huge family. There was a waiting list for the dinner, and I was in the restaurant eating while everyone else was outside because I couldn't be outside because it was, you know, already reserved and everything. And Brian himself walks in. He says, "What are you doing in here?" And I felt like a little kid. I'm like, "Well, I didn't, you know." He's like, "Who do you know? Like, really, who do you know?" And I'm like, and he's like, "Me." And then he got me outside and he put me at the VIP table, which I found out a year later. I didn't even know it was a VIP table. Sitting in front of his assistant who said, "Linda Boney, so nice to meet you finally."
Oh.
So he's like, he doesn't know who he knew. And, you know, at the same time, my other friend was like, "Please get her in, please get her in." But I just cried. I was like my best birthday present ever to myself. Met my best friend next to me. And it was just an amazing trip. It was blessings and blessings and blessings and just lots of fun. And I came back with a whole huge Cali family.
Oh, that's
Like
fabulous.
this. I love going there every year is a beautiful event. It's beautiful.
Ah, that's great. That's great.
And I got over my fear of flying because I was really scared of flying like more than 6
Really?
hours. So yeah, that was huge.
Well, thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Anybody else? Who's next?
I'll go. So I also, Sue, first thing that popped into my mind was my honeymoon. We didn't go to Europe. We went to Montana and stayed in the middle of this cherry orchard in a 1-room log cabin that overlooked Flathead Lake.
And spectacular.
It was just beautiful. That was fantastic. And then the other trip was when Ben and I and our 2 kids went on a cruise together, and that was a lot of fun. We went to Roatan and we went to Cayman Islands and we went to Mexico. Joseph still complains that Mexico is the hottest place there is and he will not go there anymore. But we had a great time.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And how about you, Miss Nancy? What was your favorite vacation?
Well, I've been on a couple of good vacations. I went to Ireland with my son.
Ooh.
And I wandered into a horse barn and there was a jockey there that I didn't know was a jockey. And he saddled me up on this horse and we went tearing across the Irish fields and jumping walls. So that was fun because I had to do it myself. There was nobody on that horse but me in a tiny little English saddle. My least favorite vacation was my honeymoon because we got married October 6th in 1968.
Oh my God.
And my husband was on leave from Vietnam for a couple of days. So my mother-in-law says, "Oh, go to Atlantic City. It's so much fun." She forgot to tell me that in those days, there were no casinos, no nothing. And in October, Atlantic City was closed. There was not a restaurant open. There was nothing open. So we decided we're going to come home. We stop at a racetrack that wasn't my favorite thing, but my husband loved it. On the way back, it was a long ride. We decided to stop in a Howard Johnson's motel. "Oh, you're newlyweds. Let us give you the honeymoon suite, half price." Little did we know Connie Francis was just raped in that room like 3 days before.
Oh my God.
God, I remember that.
It was not a
Oh.
good trip,
Wow.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
but it was memorable.
Definitely a memorable trip.
Oh my gosh.
That's memorable.
And how about you, Mr. Johan? I just love your hat with the butterfly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
oh, that's great.
Thank you.
Oh, I love
But I
it.
had some great vacations too. But I think I had the longest and with the least money it was after high school when I was backpacking for several weeks to Italy, and I spent some time in Florence and Tuscany and Siena and Pisa, and then I went on and went to South Italy and took a ship to a Greek island, Corfu, where I met someone. This was 35 years ago. You could make an appointment. We will meet in 2 months in Corfu and without mobile phone, and
That's
this was
right.
working. We met there, and then with no money, I found a small cave near the beach, and I was living there for 4 weeks.
Oh,
Wow.
Just yeah.
Wow.
And I was reading, I still know it, Christa Wolf, Cassandra. This is a
aha.
book from a German Nobel Prize author, Christa Wolf, and she wrote about the Greek figure Cassandra, who could see everything, but no one would believe her.
Mhm.
This was very, very, very good.
Oh, what a
Wow.
great vacation.
That's amazing.
Wow.
That's amazing. And you, Miss Heather?
That question's too hard for me. I mean, I am so blessed and grateful that I got to travel so much. So I have so many memorable, fantastic vacations. Definitely with you in Mexico, Lois, and meeting you and having fun. One of my favorite vacations was actually one of our first vacations after RD couldn't travel for years, was going to Adria's lake house, and she really took care of us and just had the best fun, most relaxing time. And it wasn't traveling to Thailand or China or all these fabulous places. It was just being with friends on the lake. And one of my most memorable trips is with Nancy and meeting my hubby in China. That was one of the most fantastic vacations of my life. And going to Brazil. It's the first time in my entire life that I felt like at home or that I was Brazilian. I had every Brazilian coming up to me speaking Portuguese, assuming I was Brazilian. And it was the first time in my life that people didn't ask me, "Where are you from?" So it was just a fabulous trip. I felt Brazilian. So I'm blessed to have many fabulous trips.
And for me, one of my favorite vacations, actually, I have so many favorite
I
vacations
know,
in my
it's
life.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So many.
But
Me
I have
too.
to admit, our wedding was our fabulous vacation.
That
Our
was.
wedding, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
And also going to Thailand, that was a great vacation. Actually, we went with a friend who only had a backpack with just a pillow and a book. That's all she carried going to Thailand. Of course, when she came home, she had bags of stuff. And then another fun vacation I'll never forget when Heather and I decided to go to Hawaii based
Oh,
on an
yeah.
astrocartography. So that was really a great vacation.
That was a great vacation.
So there's so many. And my round the world trip. So when Johan was talking, basically I had, little money and here I went around the world, fabulous trip. So that was really great. And cousin Lana, she's in her car. Happy Fun Friday.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry I missed most of it.
Oh,
most
that's
of your-
okay. So the cosmic question today is, what was your most favorite vacation, Lana?
Oh, I have too many.
I know.
I have too,
That's nice.
but I'm going to say something that was most memorable was when I went to China I think it was in 2015. And my dad couldn't go, but my mom went. And so I had two octogenarians with me, my aunt and my mom, Suk Jing, and then my cousin Bonnie, who had never traveled outside the US, I don't think. And then we met up with another aunt who was almost 80 anyway. So between the three women and my cousin, it was such an interesting experience that I'll never forget it. And I actually cherish it now. But it took me 3 years or 4 years. We traveled all over China. My dad planned the whole trip because he always wanted to go to the northern part of China. So we went to Qingdao where they made beer. And we went to this German part of town in China where they had a 20-mile bridge. It was the longest bridge ever. And everything was, the entire tour was in Mandarin and I couldn't understand a word they said. So I just made up stories in my head about what they were saying. And it was quite interesting. And when I got home, I tried to look up some of the stuff, but I couldn't remember half the cities we went to because we probably went to 10 a day.
Wow.
Right. It was a bus tour to the max. We were on that bus. We visited so many villages and we got to see peasants that really handmade a lot of crafts, like it was their main commerce in the village, like kite making or fan making. And I'll never see that again. I don't know if I'll ever experience it again.
Oh.
It
And
now.
also, wasn't that the trip that that you saw our ancestral home, right?
Yes, well, I had seen it before, but I did see it through different eyes this time. And every time you go, there's a new perspective that you get. So yes, and I did take a lot of pictures. I think that helped.
Yes, definitely.
Nice.
And actually, even though I didn't go with Lana, but that's what's sparking my memoir.
Yeah, it was definitely memorable.
Oh, this is so great to be hanging out with all of you.
Mhm.
So, any other fun Friday comments before we go into? Well, we can do a nice little meditation, actually.
Just on a side note, Dee said to tell all of you hello, and she said to tell you all thank you so much for your love and prayers. Carmine had an 8-hour surgery yesterday.
8 hours.
And was in extreme pain, but they gave him morphine and Dilaudid, and now he's feeling much better, but it was pretty extreme. So she really wanted to thank you guys so much.
And actually, she was planning on coming with us today, but at the last minute, she couldn't.
She just didn't get together in time. But she mentioned Dilaudid, and it just brought back memories for me because RD in 2017 was on gabapentin, fentanyl, morphine, and oxycodone, like all at the same time for many, many months. And it wasn't until they gave him Dilaudid, and they gave him Dilaudid one day, and it was hysterical. And he, for the first time, said, "Now I understand how people get addicted to drugs."
Dilaudid is very popular on Masterpiece Theater when they do some of the period things, you know, the women, it was a very popular thing to take recreationally in the 1800s.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Yes, that and absinthe.
And absinthe.
Mm.
Got it. Well, I have to admit, I'll never ever forget getting the Dilaudid. Just sitting in the wheelchair. I remember, I think they gave it to me just before I was going to go to the hospital. And I was in the wheelchair in the elevator of our building. And it hit me just as it got into the lobby. And I said, "Whoa, this is so great." And that's when I really knew people can really get hooked onto these drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Really can get a wonderful, high on it. But to me, this is the high to be with all of you for Fun Friday. This is so great. I just love it. So, here comes Miss Lee. She's coming in. We have to let her in and welcome her for Fun Friday since she's the. There she is. She's here.
I know, I'm sorry. Yeah, I just decided to come on even though I'm many minutes late.
That's okay. I'm so
great.
glad
It's
you're.
okay. We're glad you're here.
Where are you?
Oh, I'm down at my mom's place, her new place. That's why, yeah, and I was very distracted. I love your hat, your look. I love you.
Well, actually, I'm wearing two red envelopes that Aunt Beth sent to me, and then I'm wearing red because this is in honor of the Feng Shui Summit I'm going to do tomorrow on iconic buildings, which I'm very excited about.
What
And
time is your talk? I'm sorry, I wanted to find that out.
it's going to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. It's only for an hour, and
40 minutes.
it's only 40 minutes, but I'm really excited about this talk on iconic buildings. So
I'm
last
so
night I was putting
excited.
together the presentation. It's like, oh my gosh, but it's going to be really a great presentation. I'm really excited about it. So,
You sent the
Me too.
link?
oh,
Did you send the link?
Linda did.
Linda,
I did feature register,
Oh,
yes.
it's Linda. Oh, it's from Linda. Okay. Then I try to be on.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she sent a link to all the bells about the. If you need it again, just email us.
Or email
Yes.
Linda. Email Linda.
Oh, I'll find it.
Okay,
It's
great.
free and it's everyone. And Lois is speaking too.
Lois is speaking too.
Wow.
What
On
time?
Speaking on
Sunday?
Sunday.
What time are you speaking on Sunday, Lois?
11 a.m.
11 a.m. in the morning.
Mhm.
Okay. So anyway,
Yeah.
and oh, Lee, the cosmic question is, what was your
Yes.
favorite vacation?
I missed everyone's answer though.
You're all pink, Lee.
What's that?
You got all rosy.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's a hard one to think about really quickly.
What's the first one that
la, la, la.
came to you when he asked you?
Oh, now I just have three in my head. I hate to say.
Oh, that's okay.
Well, I know my husband and I went to Amsterdam, Munich, and Prague back in
Oh, that's
1994. And so that was like a whole month of travel, and that truly was like remarkable. I mean, there were so many amazing experiences. Prague was one of my favorite places I've been to. I have to say though that also the first time I went to Mexico and got to Tulum, which is also 2003, it really, almost like what we had that talk the other day about our first love.
yes.
It really, well, the beach is also a first love for me. I didn't bring that up the other day, but I never had that sensation of, that I had in my heart and the feeling of being where I was, like I was in Tulum back in, those days too, or 2003, I think it was. But yeah, I know there's been many, wonderful vacations, a trip to Italy also, but, we all have the first one that came to my head was the one to Prague and Amsterdam and Germany.
Yes, yes. I have to say, we are all blessed to travel. Really,
Yes.
to travel. We are truly
God.
blessed,
Mhm.
and just think about that, and that uplifts our soul. So maybe we can all travel now in our own little quiet space. How about that? So I'm
Mhm.
gonna put everybody onto mute, and we'll travel to wherever we want to be, and just enjoy. How about that? So everybody's on mute, and we'll just travel. And just relax and just breathe. And put your feet flat on the floor. Feel the solid earth beneath us. And let's imagine that we're outside. Spring chi energy. And just feel the warmth of the sun and the gentle breezes, the beautiful blue skies. And just breathe in and breathe out. And let's begin our time together with the ringing of the bells. Hmm. And let's imagine traveling wherever was our favorite place, our vacation, wherever that might be, and just relax and just breathe. Relax our heads and our necks. Relax our shoulders and our arms, our elbows. Relax our hands, our fingers. Just gently inhale and exhale. Gently bring our attention to our hearts, just filled with gratitude, filled with blessings from our travels, our experiences, filled with good health, just circulating all of these healthy chi cells constantly 24/7. Gently bring our attention to the lower dantian, the center of our being, the golden stove, centering us, grounding us. And we're just sitting so comfortably in our chairs, feeling so relaxed. Relax our hips and our thighs. Relax our legs and our knees, our ankles and our feet, just firmly planted to the earth below us. And let's imagine this beautiful, positive, healing chi energy just filled with love and smiles and just gently, gently connecting along the central channel of our bodies, just filling it with this wonderful, positive light of chi, gently connecting to all the chakras, connecting to our legs like the roots of the plants, going down deep, deep, deep down, connecting to the nurturing earth beneath us. Just breathing in and breathing out. Heaven, humanity, and earth. And let's just take this time and just listen. Listen to the words of wisdom and knowledge, wherever that might be, from the universe, from our hearts, or maybe even from God, or the luminous source, and just listen. And gently bring our attention to our hearts, just filled with peace and with love, radiating hope and harmony, just sitting on a beautiful lotus flower, petals surrounding it, uprising chi energy, just floating on cool, calm waters, the waters of life. And let's enjoy this contemplative time together. And just feeling so relaxed. And if you want to join with me, just open up your hands or your palms and maybe just connect up to the sun and to the moon. And your hands are relaxed, your wrists are relaxed, your elbows are relaxed. And the Lao Gong, just open, open and just welcoming this positive chi energy from Mother Nature, connecting to all the meridians into our body, through our arms, connecting into our hearts, and our hearts just gently connecting to all the cells in our body. Happy, healthy chi energy. And now let's gently radiate our chi for others, for Carmine, for other people who need our help. Mary Beth. And just shining our light like the lighthouse while we're firmly grounded to the earth. We are shining our light for others, sharing hope and resilience and strength and trust that all is well. Now, gently, Jane, take our hands and put into a prayer position. And just relax. And just filled with gratitude for our safety and health. Filled with gratitude for just being here together. And gently release our hands and place it over our hearts, or over our dantian and our heart, or a gentle hug. Just feel the warmth and the chi just circulating to our entire being. And let's close our time together with the ringing of the bell. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. The 6 true words, just imbued with compassion and kindness and happy chi energy. And then just gently, gently release our palms and just slowly wake up our chi cells. And then just tap, and then tap, tap, tap your face. And my happy ears, tap, 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 and my head, and tap, tap, tap along our meridians and our arms below. Gently tap our clavicle, our hearts, our organs, and tap dance on the earth. And happy fun Friday. You can unmute. And just enjoy this beautiful weekend, everybody. And maybe we'll see you tomorrow. And it was so great to be here with all of you. And we love you very, very much. Mwah.
Oh, love you
Ditto.
too. Ditto.
Ditto.
Thank you.
Yes.
Have a great
I feel-
weekend.
Have
Have a
Yeah,
great
thank you
weekend,
so much.
Love
everybody.
you. Have a great day.
Guys,
Great day. Bye.
Tomorrow.
see you
Mwah.
at the summit.
See you at the summit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have a
love
great
it.
weekend.
Great. Hey, Lee.
Oh,
That
I
was
thought
it.
she was going to stay.